We're here. We're doing it. It is the Josh Potter Show. Welcome once again. Tis I, Josh Potter. A little banged up. I feel like I'm saying that a lot these days. I'm like, I'm all good. I don't know. Coming in here all banged up. But it is my birthday, girl.
I am.
You know that Lizzo song? You ever hear that?
Yeah.
It is my birthday, girl.
It is your birthday.
I'm getting in text messages. That's why you're hearing sounds on my phone. I'm getting all kinds of texts.
Well, happy birthday, girl.
Thank you so much. Saul Trujillo's here, by the way, folks.
What up?
Fresh off the Late Show with Stephen Colbert.
Thank you, man.
Please plug all your dates, whatever you want to plug. Get it out of the way.
Definitely want to plug, first and foremost, I got a comedy special coming out through Comedy Dynamics. It's going to be on Apple TV. It's going to be on, Amazon Prime. It's January 21st. It's called, the album's called Yolanda. I'm pretty stoked. It's my debut album. Pretty excited about it. And then I'll be in Sacramento this weekend, January 17th and 18th, I believe.
Let's go.
Yeah, so mostly that, but mostly the comedy album, January 21st.
Where can people get tickets? You got a site?
SaulComedy.com. Get your tickets there. All tickets, all information for me there. All clips.
Oh, boy, I got no dates. But I will be with Annie Letterman at the end of the month in Greensboro, South Carolina, I do believe it is. Not the north one, but check out Annie's website if you want to come see that. And we will have some dates soon up to thejoshpotter.com. That's my website. Go check it out. But other than that, folks, rate, review, subscribe, like all the stuff. Oh boy, what a day. Not only is it my birthday, Saul, but we are knee-deep in the NFL playoffs. Are you following along?
No. Right. Not usually. I usually do.
Yeah.
I usually do, but I pinched a nerve in my neck, and I don't give about anything. No, I'm old, man. And we were just talking about the age that you're turning. You're like, I'm not ready for it.
39, so old.
I feel like as soon as I hit 40, I was like, the only thing I give like right now, it's killing me. But I'm here, dude.
And save it, internet. I get it. Oh, no way, that guy's 30. I swear to God, anytime I talk about my age on like a Your Mom's House thing, the whole internet comes after me and is like, looks terrible for 38. I was like, yeah, I know. You don't got to remind me of that.
Well, the internet's full of pieces of Josh. You don't have to listen to the internet.
Oh, my
you just
God.
Keep
I know,
trucking.
but it's just a deluge of it. So spare me on the comments. Oh, Josh is only 39. I know I look like I'm 78 years old. And I feel that way, too.
You look good, dude.
Thank you. I try.
Yeah.
Not really. I don't try at all.
You don't try at all.
I don't try at all.
But you look
I've never
good.
tried in my life.
Well, you chugged an entire Red Bull, took a hit
I got a little left.
from a camo vape, and you're like, let's go. I was like, breakfast of champions.
Oh, yeah, come in here all banged up. I'm like, I need a little hair of the dog.
But what everybody says, dude, it's your birthday.
It is my birthday, girl.
He's singing Lizzo lyrics and shit.
That song's been in my head, and it wasn't even my birthday when it was in my head.
I feel like you are a huge sports guy.
Big time.
Yeah, because you're talking about recreationally playing a college football game. Like you're a recreational college football
Oh, my God.
coach.
The 12 people that watch me on Twitch, they know. I mean, I talk clock. I talk clock the whole time. I'm a clock. If an NFL team were to give me a job, make me clock management like supervisor or whatever the hell, like executive of clock management. I would ace that. The scenarios. I don't understand sometimes some of these things that coaches do in real life. It pisses me off. But yeah, no, I'm turning the clock. I was talking about playing college football 25 on PlayStation and on Twitch, by the way, twitch.tv/Josh_Potter. But I played about 11 hours on Saturday.
Yeah, dude, because I just got a PS5, and you're like, you should get college
football, yeah.
Yeah, but bro, last time I was playing football, it was like Blitz. Back when it was fun, it was jovial. We're having a good time. You're talking about calling all sorts of.
It's not fun anymore.
No, it sounds
business.
stressful. Like
No.
I don't got to raise a family on a college football coach salary.
And I was telling you the other night. I mean, and no one cares about this except me. But I went to the national championship.
Okay,
Spent all day playing a season. Went to the national championship. It's these kids' last game of their lives, potentially. You know what I mean? Like some of them are going to get drafted, 2 or 3 of them, but most of them are going to graduate and they're never going to play a football game ever again. And my quarterback, he won a Heisman Trophy that season, Player of the Year.
The fictional quarterback.
He won the Johnny Unitas Award. Yes.
Okay, no, keep going.
Ezekiel Amati. This is the year 2036, by the way.
Okay, yeah.
Ezekiel Amati My guy, my best quarterback I ever recruited.
The guy you neglect your fake family for.
We're coming down trying to come back. Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
I have two kids that are real, like one's in drug court.
You should have a fake pill addiction. You should have like a real college football. Like, you know,
my
what
other
I mean?
kid, he's got a manslaughter charge for drinking and driving. He killed someone, and I got to get him off that now.
A cheerleader that you have to pay an abortion for.
Yes,
you know,
exactly.
It's got to be a whole situation.
No, I've got all that, all the demons. So on the final play of the game, I mean, I drive back. I'm trying to come back. I got to score. I'm down 1 point. I could kick a field goal, but we're on the goal line, baby. And I have Ezekiel Amati, Heisman Trophy winner, Johnny Unitas Award winner. And I go with one more play. I go, if it's an incomplete pass, I'll kick it.
Okay.
I throw an interception on the goal line. And my world shattered. I mean, it was like the darkest moment. And then, the fires happened or whatever. And I was like, I couldn't play. I couldn't get back on there. Couldn't talk to my recruits, But we'll onward and upward. But,
I love that's how you deal with the fires. You're like, I'm just going to go back and I'm going to plug myself back into this football matrix.
I stream every second of it on Twitch, by the way, if you want to watch along, and very few people do, it turns out. But there was one night I had like 200 people watching. All right, shut up.
It's happy birthday. Happy birthday, Coach. That's Ezekiel right now. Happy birthday, Coach.
I hope he got drafted by like the Patriots, I think. Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
I love it so much. Let's get into the sports, shall we, a little bit?
Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 beep.
That's going to play in my nightmares.
And it's the sports, folks. And before we get to our video here, I want to read a little email I got. JoshPotterShow@gmail.com is where you can send in your emails, by the way. It says, hey, Josh, longtime Roach here. Just wanted to say I was still wearing my OG Saul Wilson shirt from back a few years ago. I was so excited when he joined the Steelers. I'm a huge Pittsburgh fan. I've literally worn it every Sunday this season. Happy New Year. Can't wait to see what the podcast brings this year. Lauren D. Well, shout out to Lauren, and I'm sorry that we are giving you... I mean, I got this email probably the day the Steelers played the Ravens, and I thought the Steelers were going to beat the Ravens. They did not. And Russell Wilson had a very poor game. And this is the year that he was his renaissance, though, Russell Wilson. Do you know Russell Wilson?
I do know Russell Wilson.
Mr. Unlimited. He was a little limited.
He was a little limited that game?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be, like, because the year before, like, wasn't it before he got to the Steelers, like, he was really getting shit on?
Oh, yeah, Denver Broncos, Russell Wilson?
Which he deserved.
Yes, no, he went into that scenario trying to be, and we've talked about it at length here on this show, but he was trying to be something that he's really not, and that is like the celebrity. Do you know what I mean? Because he's a dork.
Well, he's married to a celebrity, Sierra.
Right. And I don't know if this was like her doing or what, trying to prop him up there, trying to be like, the it couple. But Sussel is better when he is behind the scenes in being a maniac in his own closeted way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't need to see Mr. Unlimited on TikTok or everything like that. We can just have him. People are like, that guy's a little weird. Keep it like that. And he showed. This year he's had a bit of a renaissance. And he's done a little bit better, but they did lose, and we did beat the Broncos to the Bills, so sucks to suck.
I did do I went to the Steelers facility when I was in
Oh, that's
Pittsburgh.
right, yes.
That was really cool seeing all that, like the trophies in the background, but it's like me being like, I'm not really I was like, this is what Josh Potter should be at, because you'd be fangirling the out.
And I know, I mean, Tom Segura is not a sentimental guy in any ways. Like, he doesn't think, it doesn't come to him nostalgia and stuff like that. So like when he did all the sports arenas that I would have loved, I mean, I've done sports arenas with him, but like the certain ones like that I would like jerk my over. Do you know what I'm saying? The Bills one, the Sabres one. He's like, oh, I should have had you do that. I'm like, yeah.
I would have loved that.
I would have
cried.
He did tell me the one time, he's like, I got a Bills helmet for you. And I was like, let's go. So I'm psyched about that.
Yeah. Okay. So do you wear that Bills helmet whenever you play? College football?
No. I would never wear the helmet. I'm a coach. I wear a headset. Come on.
Okay.
I don't wear a helmet. I'm an offensive coordinator of SMU.
It was cool because we did a 3-point competition with all the rookies that just got signed on to the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Oh yeah, you like played basketball with them.
We played
too.
basketball. They gave us a bunch of like clothes and shit.
That's sick, dude.
Yeah, it was pretty sick. But it's like I do feel because I was like, this is wasted on me.
No. I bet they liked fucking around with you too because you're not fangirling.
I was
out.
not fangirling on anybody. No.
I don't. I keep it cool. I keep it under wraps. In the inside, I could be fangirling. I'd be like, holy shit, that's fucking.
I do know a little bit. So Felipe Esparza was the headliner that weekend, and I was featuring. So we met Mike Tomlin.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "Hey, what's up, Mark?" He's like, "What's up, Mark Tomlin?" Like he didn't know the coach's name.
Funny.
At all. He was like, "Who is that for?" I was like, "This is Mike Tomlin, the coach that's the head coach." And he was like super nice. But if
was he a fan?
No,
or he just was around and he's like, "Hey, we got some celebrities."
Yeah, they were like, "We got some comics from the weekend here." He just, all right, I'm gonna go. He's like, put his game face on to talk to us. It was really nice.
I wonder how people. I mean, not that I'm headlining a venue that would, yield that kind of treatment, but like, fucking, I was just like, thinking about this, like, and I love Maddie Smith. She's gonna be on this program in the future when she comes to LA. She's from Buffalo, but she doesn't give a shit about the Buffalo Sabres. And I see on her fucking Instagram who sends her this coolest care package in the world, the Buffalo Sabres, and I go, well, what the fuck, Sabres? How many followers does a boy got to get before you send him a cool care package? Then I see, I went to 3 Sabres games when I was home for Thanksgiving. 3 Sabres games. And Grace O'Malley's in town to do the weekend at the Helium Comedy Club. And guess what? Jumbotron. The Sabres are posting her on their fucking Instagram account. Fuck you, Sabres. I sit here and I fucking cut myself watching your shitty team over and over again. Every day. Every game I watch. 13 games in a row you fucking lost. And I'm sitting there weeping and you can't give me a hat?
Well, sports teams are like cats, dude. You gotta like pretend like you don't care.
I guess.
And then they'll come to you.
I guess. I'm like at a loss.
They'll definitely not come to you now that you said fuck you, Sabres.
I don't mean that. You know I don't mean that.
You know I love you.
You know I fucking love you. It's like yelling at
I'll
a girl.
I'll fucking die for you. I'll kill for you.
Listen, baby. Why do you do this to me? You stupid bitch.
Come on, Buffalo Sabres. Send old Potter something.
You fucking bitch. Why you gotta do this to me?
I bet you Maddie Smith has all that fucking Sabres attire just in a corner in a box collecting dust.
She wears the hat. It's a good hat.
Yeah.
I'd like one. I bought my own hats, Buffalo Sabres.
Fuck, I kind of want. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy a bunch of Sabre stuff.
Don't you dare!
I'm gonna send it to you, pretending to be the Buffalo Sabres.
No, Kevin Adams needs the right sign on the note.
I'm gonna sign it, Kevin Adams.
Oh my God!
To my special boy, Josh Potter. I'm a roach.
You better fucking acknowledge me someday. And I swear to God, I swear to. And then they gave Tom a jersey and a stick and shit. Like he gives a shit.
You got to put a gun in your mouth. Like I fucking swear to God.
Like Tom gives a shit. I buy my own fucking tickets. I buy my dad's tickets. Can I get a Jumbotron shout out?
That would be so funny if the Sabres send me a bunch of shit.
Oh my God, I'll lose it.
You gotta treat him like a cat, dude. Like I don't give a fuck.
Every comic that goes there, they send something to, and every time I get so jealous. You have no fucking. It's the only thing I really get career wise. Like I'm like, this person gets this person. I go, I don't give a shit.
Well, if they send me shit, I'll just give it to you, and you can wear a bunch of 3X shirts to bed like you're a girl.
That's so funny. Well, speaking of fandom, you want to see this guy could very well be a front runner for
Queef of the Week.
Queef of the Week. It's an Eagles fan here. Pause it. I have to set it up here. This lady, so the Eagles played the Packers this weekend in super wild card weekend, even though none of the games were very super at all. They were all blowouts for the most part, except for the Washington game versus, who the hell did they play? The Washington Commanders played the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Don't Google it. So we had, the Eagles are playing the Packers, you see, in Philadelphia. Now, Philadelphia, I don't know if you know anything about their fans.
They're garbage.
They are maybe we are trashy, but we're fun trashy. The Eagles fans are like scary trashy, where
They're
it's like
they're a hot 40 in a bag.
I love the city of Philadelphia. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, me too. But the Eagles fans are garbage,
and I hate the fucking Philadelphia Flyers with all my heart. But I don't mind the Eagles. I love the Phillies. They're fun. But yeah, no, the Eagles fans specifically, dog shit.
Do you know this comedian Zach Ciappelloni is a big Niner fan? So when they he went to the Philadelphia Eagles stadium, and he's one of the sweetest boys, and he's in Niner attire. And as he's walking about, he's just getting harassed by. They're calling him like the F word. They're calling him. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Sorry, I don't know.
No. That's good. I like that.
The gay. We have to beep that. The gay F word is what he's.
They're calling him the gay F word,
yeah.
and he's the nicest guy. And then at the end of it, he hardly has anything bad to say about anybody. He's like, no, those are that's a garbage juice amount of people. They're awful people.
Well, they don't. really discriminate on whom they harass, as we find out in this video. See this young lady here? She's a Packers fan, just a sweet little girl. Not a little girl for those listening at home. I mean, just like she's like, I don't know, young enough, but not a child. She's an adult, cute little adult woman. And so let's watch what happens to her as a Packers fan in Lincoln Financial Field.
Short of the goal line.
So this man is standing behind her. He's chirping in her ear. This poor girl, she's so cute. Don't call it, so pause it for a second. The man filming, by the way, who I'd imagine is a husband, I would assume, or boyfriend, put the phone down and beat the shit out of this guy, pal. What are you doing?
100%.
How can you look your wife in the eye after a guy calls her a dumb cunt and then you're just like got your phone out and being like, I'm going to put you on the internet? That woman cannot possibly get wet around
even
this
if
man
you
ever
can't
again, right?
fight, break a bottle over his fucking eye or something.
I would at least, even if I was about to get my ass kicked, it's better than being emasculated in front of this guy. I mean, like, what the fuck? He's got his phone out. So this guy just says, the next thing he's about to say, she's an ugly, dumb cunt. Cool. Okay, okay, play it. Let's see what he says. I mean, this guy's a fucking... Oh my God, she's hot though. She is hot. She looks like Penelope K from porn. Yeah, this guy's stepping in. Beat the shit out of that guy. You can't possibly... I don't advocate fighting, but in this case, you got to do something. You can't just let them talk to a woman like that if you're never going to try and get your dick sucked by that woman ever again.
Yeah, you don't advocate fighting, but you round up a group of guys to jump this guy at least.
I mean, sure. I don't know if I'd have a group of guys with me. I mean, I could not possibly... I'd have to...
I'd fucking
I'd
beat
have
up
to
a guy
just
for you.
accept that I'm going to get punched in the face and just step to this guy because I can't... I mean, this poor woman, she's, by the way, not ugly at all.
No, not ugly at all.
And by the way, if you want to leave this pussy, come see the roach.
I'd beat up that guy for you, or I'd gather a group of guys to, beat the fuck out of this guy.
This guy's going to get residual beat up, by the way, because the internet is trying to find him.
He should.
As we speak right now, the internet is just ravenous for blood with this guy.
Yeah, but canceling people, don't cancel people, but definitely gather up a group of people to beat the fuck out of someone.
I mean, this is not canceling. It's like almost like a mob mentality in a literal like Wild West times.
I
they're
like
that. Rope them up.
I like that.
Hang them in the square. Mm-hmm. It's crazy. Dude. The internet is like, I mean, we have not. You think we've come a long way since the days of like Wyatt Earp and whatnot? We have not. Now it's the internet mob, and it's grown. It's just more massive. It used to be just 6 guys. They get a posse together, as they call it.
No, but see, like most people are just keyboard warriors, and they won't really follow through. It's just empty threats.
This guy's got to hope that they just forget about him, or his life will be ruined. I mean, I don't know what he does for work, but it's gonna be found out that he is that guy, and he's gonna be like trying to be professional on the phone, and they're like, "Wait a minute, are you the dumb cunt guy?" Like on a Zoom or whatever.
The dumb cunt guy.
Are you the guy that called that poor girl a dumb cunt?
He's definitely gonna die of a heart attack in front of his grandkids. He has that type of look.
Yeah, I mean,
on Christmas morning,
choking on a Philly cheesesteak on Christmas morning. Yeah, that is appropriate. But that is the sports, and we look forward to divisional rounds coming up, and the Bills are playing the Ravens, and this is where it gets a little scary. So hopefully we can keep marching forward, because the teams are getting better, and these are the teams that you knew you're going to face, and it's kind of like, it's like one of those, it's like for whom the bell tolls, it's time to put your money where your mouth is kind of thing. Okay.
Well, the Niners are out.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. They weren't even in the playoffs.
They've never been to begin with. Like, so
in the playoffs, yeah.
I hope the Bills win, buddy.
Thank you.
For your birthday.
You know what's
in
so
general.
funny is a lot of people are coming. This is the weirdest thing. Like when you're a fan of something, people are coming up to me like, "What do you think's going to happen in the Bills game?" What do you mean? What do I think is going to happen?
What do I hope? What the fuck?
I want them to win, of course. I mean, what the fuck kind of thing? What do you think I'm going to say?
That's how you know you're in. Because there's some guys who are fans of some teams, and they're just the Benedict Arnold. Like, I don't know. But
was it one of your friends that I was like, I never met this guy, and he like talking to me, and we're talking about the Bills, and he goes, "Oh, are you a Bills fan?" And I was like offended. You
were in full Bills attire.
I was like, "Am I a Bills fan?" Yeah. And he was like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I didn't know. It's not like this guy knew me. I didn't have that wherewithal in that moment. I was just
Well,
like,
you were in full Bills attire. I'd assume that you're.
I was like mad at him. I'm like, "Yeah,
You were pretty pissed. Like
Yeah,
for
I
a
was like,
second, you were like, "What the
am I a
fuck?"
Bills fan?" It's like he was asking me like the dumbest question in the
You almost fought him like you were about to fight that guy right there.
I know. I don't know why I was so like offended by that. I just like didn't like even. I didn't like the way he asked me, I guess.
That's the most. You are from Buffalo, my friend.
Well, let's get to some news stories because this got some fun stuff. The Roach Reporters coming out in droves here in 2025. JoshPotterShow at gmail.com is the place to send in your news stories.
Ba-dum, bum, ba-ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum.
Oh boy, let me get back to the top here. Okay, yes. So this is a guy in Zambia. I don't know where Zambia is.
I believe it's Africa.
Africa. I was going to guess that, but I didn't want to sound.
You could have taken a guess, and people are like, "That's fucking whatever."
Yeah, it's not like it's Zambia, New Jersey.
Yeah.
You know, something like that. But a drunken police officer here in Zambia freed 13 suspects from custody so that they can go celebrate the New Year. Isn't that fun? What a way to celebrate 2025. You're in jail. You're like, boy, oh boy, this isn't the way I want to turn the page. And then all of a sudden a drunk cop comes through and goes, "Hey, get out of there. Go on, celebrate."
This is some sort of Zambian honor system. Like, you guys got to make sure you come back.
I don't know. I mean, let's find out what he said to them. Detective Inspector Titus Feary was arrested after releasing suspects from the Leonard Chilo police station at the capital, Lusaka, before running away himself. The 13 detainees were accused of crimes such as assault, robbery, and burglary. They're all currently on the run, and then a manhunt has been launched to find them. What were you going to say?
Light stuff, you know.
Yeah, you know, the
Lightweight
assault.
stuff.
I mean, what are we talking about there? Assault. That one's probably the worst one, but it's not like he went to the rapist pen and took them out. You know what I mean? Like,
I like how you have them all in one pen.
yeah,
And it's called the
racists
rapist
in.
pen.
The rapist pen. Put them in the RP.
Yeah, they let them sort it out.
Yeah. See who survives. It's like Squid Games.
Okay, so the 13 that were accused of crimes such as assault, robbery, and burglary.
Police spokesperson Ray Hamunga said that Mr. Fury, in a state of intoxication, forcibly seized the cell's keys from Constable Sarabanda on New Year's Eve. Subsequently, Detective Inspector Fury unlocked both the male and female cells and instructed the suspects to leave, stating they were free to cross over into the new year. Out of the 15 suspects in custody, 13 escaped following the incident. Imagine me and those two that didn't escape. They're like, this seems wonky.
They're probably nerds. They're like, I don't know. I got to serve my sentence out.
Yeah, what a time to follow the rules.
Fuck that. Good way to freedom. Because then you're free in Zambia. I would rather go back to jail, to be honest with you.
No, this is great in here. You kidding me? I got to go out in Zambia?
No, thank you to Zambia. Those guys probably had to use assault and burglary to fucking survive Zambia, you know?
Yeah, that's just Tuesday in Zambia.
Yeah.
Reacting to the incident, former presidential spokesperson and lawyer Dixon Jury wrote on Facebook, "I keep laughing each time I picture the scenario. It's comical, but then I remembered a similar incident back in 1997. So apparently, on New Year's Eve in 97, the late controversial high court judge Kabazo Chanda ordered the release of 53 suspects, some of whom were deemed dangerous by police. Mr. Chanda was annoyed that the suspects had been arrested as long ago as 1992, but had not appeared in court yet. Justice delayed is justice denied, he said, and then they let him free. So
That's fucking crazy.
they're having a big old laugh about it in Zambia.
He's all, we got the whole court system's behind on the record, so like fucking, hey, restart, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
Be
Go
good.
back out there and do something else, and then maybe we'll see you in here for an expedited court process.
Whoa.
But that's fun, you know? I mean, I don't, you know, here in America, I don't think they're doing that. They're not letting it. We don't even put anybody in anymore, so.
We still got people in there for just random marijuana drug sales. Like,
Yeah.
you're not allowed to leave.
Do you think they're going to put the arsonist? What if they just let this arsonist guy out? The one that they captured for the fires, you know?
Hey, it's a new year.
Hey!
New year, new you.
Happy. Just don't do it again.
You're not allowed around fire.
No matches for you. You're not able to purchase a Bic in this country.
Speaking of the fires, has anybody texted you seeing if you're okay?
Everybody. I mean, my family is all out east, so they don't really understand that I live landlocked in a. There would be a lot of Chase banks that have to burn down before the fire gets to my house.
Which God bless it.
Yes.
God bless it. Like all the Chase banks should have been burned down as opposed to like
Right.
the actual fucking houses that got burned down.
Well, the couple Chase banks burned down amongst those two. I mean, Palisades is gone. But here's the thing, and I told this to my mom. I'm like, I think I've been to the Palisades once in my entire life. Like,
I've never been.
it might as well be Mars.
It's so far. LA's so big that I've gotten a lot from like my family members up into Mexico because they just see LA. My one of my aunts was like, Anaheim's burning. Like she thinks Anaheim's burning. There's no fires in Anaheim.
No.
So they have zero news in Mexico as to what's going on in LA.
That's hilarious.
So they're just like, hey, this is burning. I'm like, no, nothing's burning. I'm fine.
Because like when you look at my house or my apartment like on a map, the fires are like a triangle around it, but they're in the woods. Do you know
So
what I'm
far.
saying? So yeah, I mean, and it's like so much concrete stuff has to burn before it gets to me. So, you know, I mean, I don't really have to deal with I explained it this way. I'm like, I don't really have to deal with fires unless a black guy gets murdered by the police. Then I have to worry about fires. Those are the kind of fires I got to worry about.
But then it'd be like Zambia. You just fucking let them go. It's fine. We're good. Just don't do it again.
But I did lose because of the wind. I lost power on Tuesday, and it didn't come back till Friday. So that kind of fucking sucked. I couldn't play college football. Couldn't
You
do
probably
my
had that
training.
first one mentality. Like this place might as well be burning.
We
down.
had to cancel. We had to cancel behind the jeans. I was a little annoyed by that, but yeah, no. I mean, that was the harrowing part. And then I went to charge my shit at Hormos's house, which is in Hollywood. And whilst there, the fire started like behind the Hollywood Bowl, and you could see that one from his roof. Let me. I'll text you a photo here. I'll airdrop a photo.
All the AI
you can
stuff.
see from the roof where I.
Oh my God, I see it from here.
I'm gonna send it to you, Alex, right now. You can put it up on the screen for the folks at home.
Did you know I fell for the Hollywood sign being on fire?
Me too.
I had, and here's how.
Because the fire was there, and I was like, oh my God, it got the Hollywood sign. But the Hollywood sign in this photo, once it's up on the screen, is it coming to you here?
Yep.
All right. Once it's up on the screen here, I'll point it out, like where it is relation to the Hollywood sign for the folks at home. But where the hell is it? Did you get
Here's how stupid I am. When
it's
I
on
was
the right there. It's on the bottom right. There you go. So
oh shit,
that was
does
from Hormos's
crazy.
roof, and we were like, so I get a phone call. We're watching a basketball game. I get a phone call from Annie. She goes, I'm out of here, dude. Another fire starter. We're going to Vegas. She wanted me to go to Vegas with her, and I was thinking about it because I got a Travis Hunter bet slip that I need to cash, and that is a lot of money, and it's on my fridge, but I would have had to go through this fire to get it, so I was like, I can't go to Vegas without the Travis Hunter bet slip. I think I need the LAFD to do the reverse of an evac and drop me in to get the Travis Hunter bet slip.
Drop you down like a fucking Navy SEAL.
Because I could not get back over the hill because the fire was on the highway. But the Hollywood sign, so if you're looking at the photo at home, the Hollywood sign is to the right of us. Now, if the Hollywood sign was burning, it would be immensely more close than even that fire
Yeah,
is.
it'd be because I had.
But
to go,
I did fall for it.
Yeah, me too. But then I was like, oh, I could drive to the. How's how stupid I am? I was like, I could go unfake news this right now and go see, and I did. I was like, oh, it's not on fire. What the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, you could look at it out your fucking.
What the fuck am I doing?
But I did. So I couldn't get. I told like Hormos and his fiance Angie, they were like, "We're getting out of here because the air quality is going to be shitty, and who knows if that comes this way more. We're fucked." So we were like right on the edge of the evacuation zone. They're leaving. I go, I guess I'll call an Uber. They're like, no, you can't call it. You can't even get back over there. You're coming with us. So we went to Long Beach for the night and had like a little sleepover. It was fun.
Oh, you went to Long Beach with them?
Yeah.
I like that.
It was fun.
You're like a little stowaway. You're
I
like a
was.
little-
I felt like I was really like just kind of. It was like the start of a movie. Because then, I mean, when we decided to leave, moments after that picture, we went outside and it was like the beginning of Independence Day. You know when like Will Smith goes outside and everyone's packing up their cars? And he doesn't even like realize it. He's just like getting the paper and then he sees the fucking spaceship and he's like, holy shit. Or he goes like, God damn. I don't know what he says. Something black. But
I feel like you can survive a fire though. You're the roach.
You know, I wouldn't. If I was making the decisions, I don't know that I would have evacuated. But I was like kind of in tow with them at that point. And Hormos was in high stress gear. He was like, we got to get out of here. So
I'd like to
just
think
followed
that,
along.
you know how people were like hosing down their houses so that their houses don't get on fire? The only thing you're hosing down is your PlayStation 5.
Well, that's what I said. I go, well, because I was scared with that fire. I was scared the Comedy Store was going to get burned. And I was just like, that's when it really hit home. I don't care if my apartment burns down. I would care if the Comedy Store burned down.
We'd have to have real open micers, like a first wave of open micers to burn down before the fucking, before the store itself.
Yeah, like they have the prisoner firefighters. We have to have open micers like up there with buckets and shit. We're like, nope, You want to get up on potluck? You got to put out this fucking fire. You protect and serve.
You better pick up a bucket if you want in that bucket, motherfucker.
Yeah, exactly. Pick up the bucket that you're going to put your name in.
Oh, do
and
you
put
want
water on it?
3 minutes of stage time? You
Yeah.
better fucking put your life on the line. How badly do you want this?
I would do it. I'd be up there with them. I'd go, hold the line. I'd be like the guy in...
No, you're a college football coach, man. You're in there fucking telling some
Yeah, I would've-
3-year open micer.
I would have been like in Gladiator or like Braveheart or something where I was right up there with them. We're not all going to get out of here today.
Well, I am. I definitely am. You're just like, you guys, some of you are going to die.
And I do the Russell Crowe speech. I'm like, but remember, when you're riding in Elysium, I don't remember what the hell it was. Said something like that, something about Elysium. You're already dead. Something like that. He goes like, I don't remember.
Because that
great
would
speech.
fuck up a bunch of like that's how we are as comics. Like we don't give a fuck about our apartments. Like specifically, I don't give a shit about houses. Like houses, people that own houses, generational wealth. I care about that in people's lives. But I could give a fuck if my actual apartment owned by some corporate asshole.
Yeah.
Fuck you. That could burn my personal apartment could burn to the fucking ground.
That's
I don't
the
give
thing.
a shit.
I don't have anything in it that I would be like, other than the Travis Hunter bet slip that's on my fridge. I'd save that first. And I thought about it. I'm going to buy a little fireproof safe.
Yeah.
And that's where the Travis Hunter bet slip of the future will go. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? I'll put that in there with like a picture of my nephew or whatever the hell. But like, that's where the Travis Hunter bet slips
picture of
go.
my nephew.
My cash. What, I don't know. I mean, I got nothing. The PlayStation I can get replaced. I bet someone would make a GoFundMe. They'd be like, Josh lost his closest friend, the PlayStation 5. So people would buy me one.
But then you'd have to start over.
That's the thing. Well, now they've got the cloud. Thank God.
A GoFundMe of save the season, dude.
Thank God the cloud has all my info, because then when I turn on PlayStation, sign into the cloud, it'll bring it all back down to earth into my PlayStation. But that, back in the day, that's not a thing that, you used to have to save it on the game.
Yeah. Now it doesn't matter, man.
Now, thank God. I just thought of that. The cloud. Thank you, cloud. But how was your I mean, you were out of town.
No, I mean I was out of town, but like we were almost going to evacuate but we were in like Hollywood's so big. So when the Sunset Fire happened, we got a lot of like got the alerts, but we got the evac warning. We didn't get the evac immediate because it was still 2 miles from us.
Yes.
Hollywood's so fucking big. Like you said, it would have had a bunch of Thai restaurants would have had to burn down before it got to us.
And some of them were lighting them up. They're like, come on, get here.
Yeah. Some failing businesses like, please.
Yeah. Come on. They're blowing on it, trying to get it out.
But it honestly, my part of Hollywood looked like it was just operating as usual. People were like, there was still like the homeless guys just yelling at you while you're going to Ralph's. Like, it didn't feel like anything else, anything different.
My gym, I felt like, because, now that you have to do all the charity, I've given some money. It was funny because Angie was like, should we go volunteer? Because the Comedy Store was closed for like 3 days, so none of us had anything to do. And Angie goes, should we go volunteer or something? And I go, I'm just going to give some money.
Yeah. I'm not going to hand out sandwiches and bottled water. Here's $100.
Exactly. And then I found out from someone who went to go volunteer, they're like, they had way too many volunteers. It was a nightmare. It was like no one knew what they were doing.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Exactly. But the other thing I thought about was my little, I guess, piece of charity that I did. My gym, Planet Fitness, is like allowing people to come charge things, take a shower.
They were doing that before that. I don't know if you know. People were. I was doing that. Planet Fitness was my go-to place to shower.
They promoted it. They're like, anybody who's
shit.
needs like to come take a shower, doesn't have a house or whatever, come. We have all this stuff, water, blah blah blah. And what I said was, you know what? I'm not going to go to the gym this week. I don't want to take up space for the refugees.
I don't want to be in the way.
For the refugees, I don't want to take any of their resources.
You should just call them Planet Fitness refugees.
Yeah. Well, fire refugees, right?
Yeah, no, you're right. Some guy sleeping on the fucking
So I'm
treadmill.
doing my part by not working out is what I'm saying.
No, dude, you're fucking, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You're good. You stayed home to fucking coach your goddamn Heisman Trophy winning quarterback.
The net following, by the way, the next guy, Rafael Kavka, the next guy I recruited, 2-time Heisman winner. Just saying. I mean, we are only getting better. I really built a program, and I'll never leave.
A program that everybody wants to be a part of.
Yes. I mean, recruiting has gotten cherry.
Just a fake digital black guy in tears.
Join me on Twitch and watch along. I go through it every time. We have the history books. I mean, you can go back. I'm 17 quarterbacks in now. I mean, I'm in the year 2037. I think 2038 now, actually, because I just played 2037. So,
are there flying cars?
Yep. That's the thing. That's the funniest thing too. Is like, Oh, so we're just playing in the same stadiums? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
nothing's changed.
Yeah,
nothing's
yeah.
changed. It's just the years keep going, but nothing's changed.
I tell you though, the kids are different. The kids these days, I say like that. Like I go,
Are they all black?
no, that's funny. They're just gray because we just don't have race anymore.
No, yeah, that's how it's
In the
going to be
future.
eventually.
Yeah.
Bunch of
No, but
ethnic-
the game does flake out. Like it stops generating unique names, so it's just like a hodgepodge. So you'll get like crazy like Mexican last names with like
Dikembe Hernandez.
yeah. They're just mishmash. There's like a Middle Eastern name with a Mexican thing. It's like-
Dashiki Suarez. Yeah, it's just fucking crazy names.
yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
And then he's white. You're like, wait, what?
What the fuck?
It just really gets out of its sorts. I wonder when it's going to eventually like stop. That's what I'm going to just keep playing until it's like, you did all the game, dude.
It's going to eventually,
2050, you think? When
it'll
do you think
break and go, you need to get help, man. You need to fucking go out and find
Nah,
friends.
they love me.
The game? Yeah, of course the game loves you. It's AI.
I love those kids. I'll tell you what.
I love those kids. We love you, Coach Potter.
Yep.
Can
do
you
anything
make the
for those
coach
kids.
look like you?
You can't. That's just a very.
I think
it's-
that'll be the next Madden.
Well, it's very generic. They used it like you should be able to scan your face in there because you can when you're a player, but you can't for the coach part of it yet, which I think is egregious.
You're going to have the beanie
I have
and
hair
everything.
in mine. I have hair. I have really great hair. Sean McVay like hair.
And beautiful blue eyes. I
Yup,
bet.
I really do look handsome.
Yeah.
I mean, there's really. I'm like, what am I going to make myself fat?
No.
Like
you
a
give yourself
fat
night
slob?
vision. Like
The slob coach? No, yeah. No, but I mean, I love being the offense. I've gotten some crazy job offers, and I just stay at SMU. Anyhow,
God damn it, Josh.
Kevin Hennessy sent this one in, JoshPotterShow@gmail.com. A woman stabbed 14 times in front of her daughter over a bad tip on pizza delivery. What? Is this a fucking... Turn on my sound, for Christ's sake.
You a big tipper?
Murder.
I'm a huge tipper.
Yeah.
I overtip because you know what? I'm bad at math, so I make sure I get it. I go, well, that's at least 50%.
You do 50%?
Sometimes.
50?
Sometimes. I mean, if it's like $100 bill, if it's like the bill's like $113, I'll tip $50. Is that crazy?
Jesus. Yeah, it's fucking insane. I mean, it's generous. I'm not going to stop you from doing that because I'm not going to hate on these workers, but that's fucking crazy, Potter.
Because I feel like that's what you should, and I want them to remember me. I want them to be like, hey, I thought that, I really Pretty Woman them too. I feel like they see me and they're like, look at this fucking, I'm in a nice restaurant. They're like, look at this fucking
Yeah, well, fucking
loser.
Daredevil over here's got it like loose pockets. What the fuck?
I do. I overtip. I'm telling you, I really do. I mean, on everything, which probably is to my financial detriment, but I feel like it's like karma too. Like it'll come back. It doesn't, but I mean, I
No,
feel
it
like
doesn't.
it will someday, maybe in a windfall. And I feel like it's good karma for my bets.
It's hard for me to tip, well, like servers specifically, because I'm a back of the house guy. So like there was always war between back of the house and front of the house. So you've got to be really good at front of the house for me to
Dude,
tip.
if they're a hot bartender or a hot waitress, guess what? I'm definitely flexing. You know what? My move is at a bar. If I have cash, you do a pre-tip.
Oh yeah, you told me about this, and you're not the only one who does it. I think it's a slick move.
It's the best, dude.
You get the best.
It gets you in.
and the best service.
It gets you in. You just, the second you sit down at a bar, pretty girl bartending, you just drop a 20 and you go, that's for you. Now I'll order. And they're like, whoa. They haven't even done anything yet.
What about somebody who looks like you?
I don't know. I'm not necessarily.
Like, no, Josh Potter's behind the bar and he's bartending. What are you doing, Josh Potter behind the bar?
I'm not necessarily inclined to pre-tip on that scenario.
Yeah, I get it.
Because I want this girl's attention too. Like I'm trying to like talk to this girl. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand. I get it.
I don't wanna give all my tricks
I'm
away,
just
but-
curious. So if you're a Josh Potter looking guy behind the bar, expect
I'll
a
get you a good tip, but you're not getting
9% tip.
No. I'll still tip pretty good, but you're not getting the pre-tip. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, so this is she stabbed 17 times.
Pre-tips for girls only.
Fucking shit.
In this case, though, a woman was stabbed 14 times in front of her daughter over a bad tip on pizza delivery. I tip that kind of shit heavy too, because it's like whatever. Anyway, we got a news story here. Ooh, I feel like we've watched Jesse Pagan. We definitely have been getting a lot of news stories from WESH. I believe it's in Orlando, Florida.
Jesse looks like me if I was on Ozempic.
NBC too. You think so? I think he has like a fatter face than yours, actually.
Ah, he's looking good. Summer Knowles. You tipping Summer Knowles?
Oh yeah, she's getting a tip. But I feel like we've seen these two in the past. Let's see who the reporter is. Let's watch this. This is exciting. We have a local story about it.
In Osceola County, we continue to learn new details about the suspect accused of stabbing a pregnant woman 14 times earlier this week over a pizza delivery tip.
Pause it. Brianna Alvalo. I mean, look at that lady. She stabbed. I mean, look at those eyes. I would get trapped in a relationship with a woman like that, and then, I mean, those are crazy eyes, right?
Yeah, those are definitely crazy eyes, and that's her first instinct is to stab.
Exactly. Oh, pregnant woman. So is that what it means in front of her daughter? Like,
no, I think there's a daughter also. I mean, the pregnant lady's getting stabbed for 2.
That's crazy. So I mean, I wonder if you stab a pregnant lady, do you get charged for double murder?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
So this lady, I say that. I made a joke about how I'd be trapped in a relationship with her. Actually, this woman would like me and hit on me, but her eyes would make my penis soft. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
how much would you tip this one?
There's something that would make me scared. I would tip her on a pizza delivery just because I wouldn't know she was crazy. I mean, I guess I'm feeling like pretty justified and validated in my tipping strategy because who knows how many stabbings I've avoided. Well, let's see who's on the scene. I can't wait. We're going to go down to Madison something or other. I mean, let's see who they...
Hello remains behind bars tonight for that stabbing. Washington's Luana Munoz spoke with the manager of the pizza place in Kissimmee who helped authorities identify the suspect.
Well, the manager here at Marco's Pizza in Kissimmee was the
Luana
one who helped
Munoz.
identify
So
Brianna
bad. She's
Alvello
sexy.
for deputies and detectives. Now, he says he didn't want to go on camera, but he says he was the one who hired her, and he did a thorough background check, and there was nothing about her that would have raised...
What pizza place? I mean, come on, guy. We get it. Like,
What type of? You worked at Little Caesars. What the fuck are you talking about?
No one's putting this on the manager. He's like, I swear I did an extensive. She hadn't stabbed anybody, even as far as I found out.
Jesus Christ.
He didn't want to go on camera either. He's like, please, I feel terrible. I mean, like, that is, I guess, a nice sign of empathy that this man is feeling haunted by his hiring.
Yeah, and your background check has not stabbed in the past. Like, what are you talking about?
What's an extent? I've had some, like, regular jobs. Never once did they do it back. I mean, maybe they do. I don't know. They just didn't find anything, obviously, because I have nothing in there, you know?
Even your references, like, you got to put down 3 references. Like, they're not going to say, oh, this person's really stabby. What the fuck are you talking about? They're going to go, oh, no, she's great.
Brianna? No, she's nuts. Do not hire her. She'll stab someone.
No, you're going to put down the 3 references that are aware of your stabbings, but go, hey, you got to get a job.
Yeah. Pause it. Go ahead, play.
Any red flags. Arrest records say Brianna Alvello delivered pizza at the Riviera Motel in Kissimmee. That's where the victim, Melinda Irizarry, her boyfriend Bobby, and Irizarry's 5-year-old daughter were staying to celebrate a birthday. The cost for the pizza was about $33. Investigators say Irizarry handed Alvello a $50 bill, asked for change, but was denied. Irizarry then tried looking for smaller bills and ended up giving Alvello a $2 tip.
Pause it.
The affidavits.
What's $2 on 33? Can we do a percentage?
It's like $7 or something like that. Like 20-something% is $7. So she probably should have gave her but you look,
$7 is the necessary. Is
like 8 or 9% of.
So she was like expecting $7.
I think so.
Which she originally kept the 50. She was like, "You're giving me a $17 tip."
That's crazy.
Yeah, they said she like refused to give her change.
See, that's like I would if I had a 50, I would just give that for a $33 pizza and be like, keep the rest.
Yeah, it feels super generous.
That's super
generous.
Potter.
I just feel like that's math. I mean, $17 seems like nothing. I mean, like, I'm not saying that I'm rich or anything, but like $17 feels inconsequential for a job done.
But did you see the motel that they were staying at?
I mean, that's crazy too.
these people are doing
What
their
was this
birthday in a
mother
motel.
doing in a fucking hotel pregnant and shit, or a motel?
I mean, they probably don't have. I mean, it's probably they're probably living in that motel. So if that's the case, you should already be prepared to be stabbed.
Can I ask you a question though? When you live in a motel, isn't that more expensive than an apartment?
I guess it depends. It depends on your situation, and sometimes some hotels it's almost the same price. But it's still sad.
Yeah, no, I mean, why not just get an apartment? I mean, like, I feel like paying a
Credit
nightly
checks, maybe?
rate I know, but like, what could that cost a month to stay at the Riviera Motel?
There are places that do monthly. So like there are like cheap motels that do like cut you a deal on a monthly rate,
and it's less than rent.
Yeah, and then you don't have to pass like all these checks, like your credit check, and you put down the payment and all that.
Well, like Lorne Michaels used to live at the Chateau Marmont.
Yeah, this is not the Chateau Marmont. This is not.
I mean,
that.
the Riviera Motel is different than the Chateau Marmont.
So the pizza delivery driver had to pass a pool that had a dead body in it, and then knock on the door and go, "I'm keeping the $17 because if not, I'll fucking stab a bitch."
I mean, it all seems so dicey. Let's play the rest here.
Says about 30 minutes later, Alvello returned with a man who had a gun. Surveillance video shows Alvello driving the same red Toyota Camry she used to deliver the pizza in the same black clothing she wore to work that day. Bobby says he was taking a shower when he heard someone banging on the door. Irizarry says a tall Hispanic man wearing all black along with Alvello rushed into their motel room. The man held the 3 victims at gunpoint and ordered Bobby into the bathroom. The report says Alvello began rummaging through Irizarry's belongings and emptied her purse. It goes on to say Irizarry turned to shield her daughter, and that's when Alvello attacked her, stabbing her 14 times. After being admitted to the hospital, Irizarry learned she was pregnant. Alvello is facing charges of attempted murder with a weapon, home invasion, kidnapping, and aggravated assault.
So here's my question. Based on how this woman reacted at a poor tip, imagine me tipping her. How would she have reacted on such a generous tip? I would have got my dick sucked by
100%. She would have slopped you on top of a queen-size bed.
Right then and there. She would have just got dropped to her knees in my doorway and probably started blowing me in the Riviera Motel. I mean, boy,
and now you got a pit bull for a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Now you got someone to protect you, dude.
Yeah, she's showing up to like the, whatever improv and being like, you didn't give my boyfriend the bonus?
Yeah.
She's stabbing managers at comedy clubs, getting me like, what's this $400 for promotion?
She calls you coach. Hold on, coach. Hold on, coach.
Yeah, I love that.
But did you just see her face when she was arrested and taken the back? She had another day at the office face.
Yes.
Like zero
She was real
fear, like whatever.
I've been here before.
Clock in, clock out. What the fuck? So she's obviously done time.
I'd imagine she had a boyfriend with a gun and she's delivering pizzas and she was like, not accepting your $2 tip, lady. And then, so, I mean, I kind of think the woman who got stabbed is also kind of a scumbag. She just found out she's pregnant while she was getting stabbed. You know what I mean? So maybe it's a blessing.
You've never ordered a pizza at a hotel and then found out you guys you were pregnant after getting stabbed? You live a different life. That's an apartment dweller's life.
I guess.
These are hotel people, Doug.
I love hotels. I'm a big
motel.
hotel
I'm
guy.
sorry, motel.
Oh
people.
yeah.
Motel. People.
That's when the door goes to the outside. That creeps me out. I'm not big on that. I'd rather have an inside door.
You need a lobby.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had a couple motels in our time.
I definitely when we stayed in Bisbee.
Yeah.
But that was like
an Airbnb. That was like
a cute little,
not an Airbnb, but a B&B, just a
like
standard,
a B&B,
a regular bed and breakfast kind of place.
I need my hotel elevator. You can't get up the elevator unless you put your key card in. I like that.
Yeah, that is another level. That is big. When it is sketchy when you get into the elevator and you go, oh, don't got to use my key for the elevator. Any Tom, Dick, and Harry can just come in here. Huh?
Nah, I need that. I need a bloop so I can just go up.
Boy, I love a nice hotel. Oh my God, too much. Wasting money on tips. Wasted a lot of money on nice hotels.
When's the last time you stayed at a Motel 6 or Super 8?
I don't know.
That's how long it's been?
Yeah, I don't remember. I never really did. I stayed at one in like 2012. I was on the road and I just kind of like needed anything and I just picked one of those. But I usually now my lowest standard is a brand name of some sort.
Like something Marriott, something by Marriott.
Yeah, something by, especially because you got that Bonvoy, baby.
Yeah.
Yo, your boy's a Bonvoy bitch over here, dog.
Last time I was in Chicago, I had a week of shows, and then I fucking stayed at a Motel 6, and that's probably the last time I'll stay at a Motel 6.
Is that the one? We'll keep the light on for you.
Yeah, definitely. Because one side there was definitely a prostitute because she just kept fucking, and the sounds were different every time. They weren't consistent to that's a couple having sex. No, this was like clock in, clock out sex, and then the other one there was like a family of.
You heard her yawn.
Yeah.
I only had sex with one prostitute, and it was in Amsterdam. It was because Tom dared me to do it, and he was like, "I'll buy it."
Oh yeah, dared, huh? I doubled. How hard was that dare?
No, I mean like a dare. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
They're
yeah,
just
yeah.
like, he goes, "Would you fuck a prostitute if I bought it?" I go, "Sure. What the hell do I care?" And she was gorgeous, Italian. Like she was from Milan.
Yeah.
Oh my God, gorgeous. And like, but I require to be, into it. I require a little like, hey, I like you too. She was so cut and dry. I caught her looking out the window once. I'm like,
oh no.
I go like, we can just hang out if you want. Like I go, so what's Milan like? And and poor Tom is downstairs. He was doing sober October. So like, he's not there to fuck anybody or to drink. So they're like, get the fuck out of here. Why are you sitting down here and loitering? You're not even. So he's buying like Coca-Colas, trying to just keep them at bay, but they keep harassing him about and he's like, I'm paying for my friend. He's upstairs. And he's just like looking at his watch. Finally, I came down. He's like, thank God, let's get the hell out of here. But
How long did you take?
I used the allotted time. I didn't want Tom to think I wasted his money.
I think, knowing now, he probably would have wanted you to come fast.
I told him, I'm like, it was not. I mean, because you got to. I mean, of course she's gorgeous, but it's like
She had to make you use the condom?
she's all right.
You had to use a condom.
You got to.
Yeah.
They make you. I wouldn't have.
Me neither. I don't think I think I've used a condom twice in my life.
When they're so hot, you're like, yeah, I'll take the STD.
Whoa.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for that hot lady, I would be like, if she was like, you don't have to use a condom, I'd be like, sweet. I wouldn't. And people are like, well, what if you get a STD? I go, do you see how hot she is? Who cares?
Did you tip her 50%?
I didn't pay for it. Tom did. I'm sure he gave her a great tip. He tips generously.
Shit.
That's where I learned it from. We got another pizza story here.
Ooh.
And this one sent in from Jefferson Nally at JoshPotterShow@gmail.com. This one didn't end in
murder.
Surprisingly, because Little Caesars had to fire 2 employees after a couple found a swastika made on their pepperoni pizza.
I mean, this is funny.
Do we have a video? Do we have like a local? Can you find a local story of this? I mean, I don't want CNN's story. That's gonna be
has no one
horseshit.
ever drawn on a notebook in high school where you draw like the S, that weird S?
Oh, the dollar sign S.
The dollar sign S, or maybe a swastika, but then you cross it out. Go no. You never done that?
I used to draw a thing. I used to make my own Pokemon.
Oh.
And because I thought Pokemon was gay, and I would make fun of all my friends who liked it, and I would just draw my own, and I'd be like, look, it's a Pokemon. Give me $1 million.
And you just put gay with a little arrow going to it. This is gay at you.
I called them Wingdemons. I just made up nonsense. I go, this is all the horse shit that you guys are sucking down. Let's get back to fucking tech decks and things that matter, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Oh, the fuck yeah, my man. Right there. Dap it up for Teenage TMNT, dog. Come on now.
We're on a pizza theme, baby.
Let's go.
I'm a little drunk after having 1 beer because I'm back to where I was
You
last
on mine?
night.
It's your birthday.
Yeah, no, I'm going to have more beers the whole night.
Take that little fat tire. Put it down your brain, Roach.
It is my birthday, girl.
Happy birthday. 39. It means nothing until next year.
God, don't even talk about next year. Anyhow, let's watch. I mean, you found one?
Yeah, so this looks like they are pulling from CNN, but
Gay, find a local one.
I think they are pulling from okay.
Yeah,
the only one that
news network,
Ohio. It's in Ohio.
It's their local news network, but I think they're using the CNN footage.
Okay, well that's fine. Is it a local lady reporting on it?
Well,
We're here outside Little Caesars, where an Ohio couple say they were shocked and disappointed when they opened their ready-made pizza to see the pepperonis arranged in the shape of a reverse swastika. Well, that's the good one, right? That's like the Indian religion.
They did it to whites. They didn't even do it to people who probably get mad at it. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
no, I guarantee like a guy did an LOL and the other guy was like didn't care or didn't pay attention and he was like cooked it and then just sent it out, didn't even look at it. There's no way they deliberately sent it out. It was like just I'm gonna put the pepperonis on like a swastika, LOL, and then the other guy cooked it.
I'm fat enough to where I'd have just grabbed the slice and broken the swastika right away. I wouldn't even you would have presented it. I'd be like, I wouldn't even have known.
I know a couple
from both edges.
I know a couple of fat Jews too that would be like, oh, this is appalling. Well, and then they just take it.
Yeah, by the time it gets to me, he's like, well, why is that a weird L? What the ninja star? The fuck? If it's a good slice, who cares? Lil Goebbels.
I would have just been disappointed that some of the slices didn't have fucking pepperoni on it. I would have been like, I would have preferred if you made a swastika on each slice.
Yeah, or put the pepperonis on the side. I get your little, but the pepperoni that is addition needs to be on the side.
I'll take the heavily pepperonied line one.
Yeah.
Did you make a Goebbels reference? That was funny.
I did.
I believe it was Goebbels, but it's spelled Gobbles.
You're right. I always read it as Gobbles, but people do correct me. It is Goebbels.
People do say Goebbels too sometimes. And I go, that's not how you say it. I'm not trying to correct you and know more about Nazis or something. But all right, let's watch this news story, eh?
Pizza chain known for its hot and ready dinners.
Oh, yeah.
I walked in, I said, what do you guys have left? And it said pepperoni and cheese.
Come on.
This guy definitely asked for a swastika on his pizza.
Yeah, that was a special request.
Yeah, this guy 100%. They're like, what, dude? This guy fucking entrapped us. He said, can you arrange the pepperonis like a swastika? Who am I to judge?
Jesus Christ. He looks like he plays for a metal band that all their songs are in German. You know what I mean?
They told us you got to make gay cakes. Why can't I make a Nazi pizza?
Oh, man, it's just a prank. Real fucking racists don't do shit like that.
Right, it's just some kids putting a
fucking being dumb.
And this guy looks like a fucking Nazi, let's be fair. With his Aryan wife. Go ahead.
Give me the pepperoni.
Is now speaking out after Jason Laska paid for a pizza, only to find this anti-Semitic message when he got
I love how they show it. Pause it. I think it's funny that it's so offensive, right? Ooh, oh my God. Then they just keep showing it on CNN. They're like, check out this pizza, swastika. If I made that pizza, I'd kind of be psyched that it was on every fucking TV channel.
They're acting like they delivered it by train. Like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ. The fuck, man? It's
does the swastika going in the oven, that's kind of a meta revenge.
Yeah, it's I don't know, man. I would have laughed. I would have taken a picture, but like, check out this fucking shit.
Yeah, they go, whoa.
How hilarious
Little
is this?
Caesars is high-key fucking wild for this shit. They are fucking wild.
Oh, they didn't even cut it. That I would have complained about that. No, you know what?
That's funny that you noticed that part. You're like pissed about that. You just call back. You have the swastika pizza. You call. I have a complaint about my pizza. It was not cut.
I mean, I ate it. I ate it all in one slice because it was going to get eaten regardless. But you didn't cut it. Jesus Christ. I mean,
I like how the kids that made this probably didn't even realize they were doing a reverse swastika. And the news is like, it is a reverse swastika after all. Much like the Buddhist symbol or whatever the fuck it is.
This is nothing to complain about.
City Hall in Buffalo has floor tiles with the reverse swastika in it.
Really?
Yeah. Because it was like before, the building was made before World War II. You know what I mean? It was made in like the 1800s. So they put that, what, not that I'm trying to be like red pilled here, but what does the reverse swastika what is that? It's like a religion symbol, isn't it?
Yeah, I want to say it's the Dharma symbol.
Dharma. I was saying Buddhism.
See, there's starving kids in Africa that would have killed for this swastika.
But I
pizza.
feel like they've since done away with it. It's like the Charlie Chaplin mustache. No one's rocking that in these days. You know what I'm saying? They're like, it's that and the name Adolf. These things have all gone by the wayside, ruined by one man, really. What does
I think we should bring it back. Adolf Trujillo sounds nice.
Now you sound like one of my fucking creative players in
Adolf
football.
Trujillo? Yeah,
one of my
yeah.
computer generated
Son of a bitch
players.
is a good cornerback, goddammit.
Adolf Trujillo, the left guard out of Amarillo,
so fucking
Texas.
funny. Amarillo, Texas. Well, it's a good name. It rolls off the tongue real good.
So what does this say? I can't read this.
It is apparently from Sanskrit. The word comes from is also swastika. So it doesn't come from.
Well, what does it mean? Let's read what the meaning is. The mark of well-being.
You can copy and paste that little icon and just put swastikas everywhere. You see what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
I want to copy and paste that and put it all over the place.
Put that in your handle on Instagram. I'm at swastika.
At Swassi.
All right, go back to that news report. I want to see if there's any more fun little tidbits. We're talking about the pizza man. Where the hell is it? Come on.
Where to go? Give us to the
There
pizza.
it is. Up, you lost it. You went there.
There it is.
I look at it like with my head back and I'm like, oh my God.
Little Caesars
We got
corporate
these two on
offices
Zoom or
denouncing
something? Why
racism
is it
in a
in one
written
channel?
statement, telling News 5 the employees responsible for the swastika were immediately terminated.
These are the kinds of things that are continuing to fuel the hate and the confusion that exists.
Oh, shut the fuck up. Who's this fucking
Jason
queef?
Laska says he was
Pause it.
contacted
Who's
by
this fucking guy? Is he going to be up there with the guy calling the Packers fan a dumb cunt?
Queef
Oh, my
of
God.
the week.
What a little bitch. It's this kind of thing that spreads hate. It's two jerks. I mean, they didn't say how it... Obviously, they're keeping their identities off record because they're minors probably.
They're
or they're
probably
like
minors.
16 years old or something.
Or even worse, if they are 18 and they're like, we could beat these guys up.
They're 52.
Oh, that would be fucking hilarious.
They're actually Nazis. They're wearing their hoods and the thing.
Which in that case you won. Now you got fucking poor racists who have to work at Little Caesars.
Yeah, they're just angry. They're like, but that, I mean, what's funny is, again, the man who received it, it's not like he was Jewish. I mean, I don't know. The name Laska, who the hell knows? But, I mean, that was so, I mean, and again, they had like their Zoom. This package has been put together poorly.
Yeah.
Poorly done. I mean, this is a big clickbait news story. This went viral. You got to put together a better package than this. I mean, have some fucking pride in your work, for Christ's sake. All right, let's watch the rest of this horse shit.
Little Caesars corporate offices and the Brook Park franchise owner, who apologized for an insensitive joke between employees.
That was why.
Yeah, it was between employees.
Not cut or anything like that. They made it as a joke.
And so I had their jobs.
To go out to a customer.
The couple hopes this will be a teaching lesson for those employees.
What repercussions are they getting from that? Just termination when they can just go right down the street and find another job?
What do you want them to get fucking? You want blood? Yeah, you want them strung up in the town square?
Hateful symbolism behind the infamous Nazi slogan.
Even in a joking manner.
You Antifa? No pepperoni Nazis. Calm down.
I mean, that is crazy. What does this lady fucking want? She's like, oh, what? They just lost their jobs? I mean, what the fuck, dude? That's like, yeah. I mean, you want Little Caesars to prosecute them in some capacity? That's crazy.
Plus, these are the type of people that belong in this type of food service. Like, keep them there. Keep them at making pizzas. Don't have them. They're not like they're being newscasters. Like, let them do their swastikas at their low-level jobs.
Yeah, it's not like Little Caesars.
Who gives a shit?
Promoted them or something.
If you're telling me a fucking fast food worker, all he did was make swastikas all day, I don't give a fuck. Just fucking send me my food.
We used to do fun shit like that. I would definitely. I used to make sandwiches. I won't say the restaurant's name here, but you could probably figure it out by past episodes. But I used to work in fast food, and I would 100%, if I was putting a condiment on, draw a swastika. No one opens their sandwich to fucking, it just meshes together once you squeeze it, but I would draw one on a bun.
There was a Jack in the Box worker with actual visible, like, old Aryan
15.
race, Aryan Brotherhood tattoos all over him. But, like, he was the best guy at the fucking drive-thru. He kept him moving. But he's just fresh out of jail. But I'm going to tell this guy to, like, cover up your tattoos. No, fucking give me my fries warm and hot.
Yeah, he's not just putting the fries in swastika shapes when he's giving them to you, right?
He called me sir, and he's on the clock. And I recognize he calls me sir because he's on the clock. But as soon as he clocks, I don't give a shit what he does with his sad life.
Maybe he's not even, because he's out of jail, like you said, maybe he just had to get those tattoos.
Yeah. Oh, he had to? Yeah, you're working at Jack in the Box now. You need those tattoos.
Well, not that. I'm saying before, when he was in jail, he had to get them just to be like, don't kill me.
Oh, would you get an Aryan race tattooed for?
If the Aryans made me,
I think I would. If I would have to get a Mexican mafia.
I found out from George Perez, I would kind of just coast with all the races. He goes, "No, you'd be cool. They'd like you like this or whatever." I'm like, okay.
He scared me. He was like, "You got to cut your hair because I got a Northerner's haircut." So if I get I get in L.A. County Jail, I immediately go with the etc. So it'd be me and like a Hawaiian and Filipinos.
The etc.
Yeah, because I can't go with the Southerners.
Yeah.
I'd cut my hair immediately and get a fucking crazy Mexican tattoo on my face.
Yeah, me too. Whatever they said. I told George, I go, whatever the I don't want to go with the racist white guys, so like, yeah, I'd want to go. He goes, yeah, they'd like you.
Yeah,
what does that mean?
Josh L. Potter. Josh El Cucaracha. La Cucaracha.
No, leave the roach alone.
No, leave Cucaracha alone.
Oh, my God. Saul, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me, dog.
Plug all
fun.
the things again, please.
January 21st, Yolanda, my debut album, is going to be out on Amazon Prime. It's going to be out on Apple TV. Please go buy that. And I'll be at Laughs Unlimited January 17th and 18th, SaulComedy.com.
Hell yeah. Go check out his special. Saul is one of the funniest, dude.
Thank you.
TheJoshPotter.com. That's where you can keep up to date about where I'm going to be going once I announce some dates. Also, you can get all the links. You can even see my Twitch up there. Twitch.tv/Josh_Potter. Watch me be an epic offensive coordinator, the best that they've seen this side of the Mississippi. Anyhow, other than that, rate, review, subscribe. Keep sending in your emails. JoshPotterShow@gmail.com. Check out Behind the Jeans every Wednesday, 3 p.m. Pacific, 6 p.m. Eastern, and we will see you next Wednesday right here on the Josh Potter Show. Thank you. Thank you, Alex. Thank you, Bobby. Thank you, Lee.
Coming to 11 direct with the Roach. We shotgun the beers, I got time for a toast. It's the only place I get my sports like for real. Sonny taught us nobody's more sus than Russell Wilson.
Here's the deal, son. Won't find us in Walmart. Josh Potter keep it frank, kinda like a ballpark. It wasn't nothing talking all that jism. Turns out there's a lot of semen terrorism.
Now it's time we hit 'em. Bringing Votto to the plate. Roachy, your wards with Chase O'Donnell the Great. Let me stop for a second, cause it's Ask Marty time. Cause it's idiocy, you know I cannot abide.
Not a fan of these guys, gonna damage the rise. Worse than the host known as the Roach. Leave an idiot woman standing on the side or looking like she just tripped into a moat.
I'ma kill this Henny beat like murder. Been in more studios than most have ever heard of. Pleased to be listening, hit that like and subscribe. So many Bills hats got the mafia vibe.
A lot to describe like a Roach reporter. Teacher on OF, don't report her. Trying to live life with my mannequin wife and my mannequin kids if that's my mannequin right.
Been a fan of this guy since a Roach Motel. Couple 100 weeks in, still funny as hell. From the tit cups to back sis and blind eyes, Potter has one of the best shows of all time.
Now watch this drive. Pop a couple tall cans with the Roach King and caught the vibe. Ready to pour more, scurry out the floorboards, hit like, comment, and subscribe.